Next, I present to you the class of 2012 Salutatorian, Noah Gardner. Noah is the son of Dr. Mark Gardner and Dr. Barbara Gardner. He will be attending the University of California, Berkeley.
I just love the game. Hi. I'd like to start, you'll have to forgive me if I seem a little bit nervous on the spot here. The last time I made a speech in front of a crowd like this was at my bar mitzvah. So I consider this a step up since then. Regardless, I'd like to start today by bringing attention to a serious issue: misuse and devaluation of words. This is partially because I think gripes about language usage can be applied to almost any life situation, not just the obvious things like prom proposals. The word I'm thinking of in particular is unique. Uniqueness is absolute, and it signifies a person or a concept that is one of a kind, unlike anything else. The word itself is, well, unique. There are no other words that can exactly replace it. Yet all too often nowadays, we hear people using unique as another way of saying rare, or modifying it with such weak phrases as pretty unique. This depreciates how truly exceptional it is to be unique in every way. And I used to worry that the significance of the word would be lost all too soon. But this year at Spanish River has put my fears about loss of uniqueness to rest. Uniqueness has come to define all of us in the past 4 years. I myself almost wore my Quicksilver hoodie over my gown today, but thought better of it. Bluntly stated, we've been quite a peculiar class, breaking tradition and winning the Spirit Stick as juniors, organizing the enigmatic Frat Boy Friday, which still puzzles me today, and of course, got beaten to it, but petitioning for Mr. Latson's legendary pep rally performance, you can cheer again, are memories that will forever resonate and remind me of just how delightfully quirky we've all been. Even if we as individuals may simply be cultivating an image, we make it our own. We stick to something because it works for us, regardless of whether it's convenient. True to our slogan, we really did take over this year, and it has been quite a ride. And I, for one, am most optimistic about what this signals for the future. I'd like to quote one of my favorite Paul Newman films, Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. Butch turns to Robert Redford and says, "Boy, I got vision, and the rest of the world wears bifocals." We all have vision. What matters is that we choose to use it. To venture beyond the predictable and take that nervous, unique chance, coupled with the distant hope of being comprehended. This is the best advice I have to give to my class. Just a few thank yous. Miss Stenner, I am absolutely certain that I would not be where I am right now if it were not for you. You've been a valuable companion throughout my high school journey, and I couldn't have imagined getting through it without our routine grammar venting sessions. To all of my other teachers, there are far too many of you to thank personally. Every single one of you has been an integral part of my intellectual enrichment, and I couldn't be more appreciative of the role you've played in setting me on my path. And I must recognize Ms. Loyacona, my guidance counselor, to whom I promised a shout out 2 years ago. I greatly appreciate the many lunches and 7th periods you've given up for me. Adam, my brother, thank you for coming down here to share this with me. And thank you also for ensuring that every time you visit, my grades and sleep cycle suffer to no end. To my mom and dad, what can I even say? You've made so many sacrifices for me and always wished me only the best. Thank you for everything. Now, to conclude my stay here at Spanish River, I leave you with a quote that hopefully inspired all of you in your childhood as much as it spoke to me. It comes from the TV show that taught me pretty much everything I needed to know in life, Blue's Clues. At the end of each segment, we could be sure that Steve would tell us, if we use our minds and take a step at a time, we can do anything that we want to do. Congratulations, class of 2012. Thank you very much. Code on. Breakfast Club represent.